How you doing, you milly mouth sons of bitches? Back for another review. Bought the I broke down finally and bought the Shock Top variety pack that's currently in the NSLC. Has Shock Top Belgian White, which we could already get. The raspberry white and the lemon shandy, I guess it is. So what we're doing right now is the raspberry white. There you go. And I forget who Shock Top is done by. I'm pretty sure it's Anheuser-Busch. Uh, one of those ones. Anyway, Shock Top Raspberry White, 5.2% alcohol by volume. Belgian style white ale, it says. Made with natural raspberry flavor. Oh, that just sounds so good. Contains barley and wheat. Union made. Shock Top Brewing Company, St. Louis. London, Edmonton, Montreal, Halifax. Well, they have a thing in Halifax. Oh, I suppose they do, yeah. What am I thinking? Anheuser-Busch. Labatt. Keys. Although I don't think they make any Shock Top in the Keys Brewery. Ooh, I can smell it from here. Ooh, potent. Pretty sure there is some yeast in this. Yeah, it's a little cloudy, so do a little bottle swirl here. So I'll say this about Shock Top: they generally get the appearance of Belgian white ales, wheat ales, pretty down pat. I mean, they're basically an answer to Blue Moon and like Rickard's White, who all both also do a fairly decent job appearance wise, and usually taste wise their stuff is acceptable. So but yeah, it's a very hazy golden straw color. I see a few little big particles, but mostly it's very finite, murky stuff going on. Nice big fluffy head there. I shouldn't have any problem getting the aroma. The way the aroma just jumped out at me from the bottle. The head's not really going to kill it too much, so we'll just go right to the smell. Yeah. Very sugary raspberry smell. I'm getting the musty wheat character there, but I'm getting a very sugary raspberry smell. A little teeny bit of tartness, but for the most part, it's just, and it's not. I guess it's not overly sweet, but it's not really what I want to smell out of a raspberry wheat beer. I mean, it just smells like any of your nondescript North American flavored wheat beers generally smell this way because they're just a little too sugary, right? Either they're too sugary or there's just too much wheat smell in a lot of them as well. So you either get one side of the spectrum or the other, where it's either too sugary or you can't really smell anything. So okay, so we'll go right to the taste. Cheers. Very artificial tasting. The raspberry does not taste like real raspberries. Again, there's a little bit too much sweetness. It's not cloying or anything like that, don't get me wrong. It's perfectly drinkable. It's easy to drink. A bit of a creamy body to it. You get the wheat mustiness again. You get a little bit of tartness in the back. You get an initial blast of sweet raspberry, or the fake approximation of sweet raspberry. I've had worse. Raspberry wheat beers really, they don't work for me too well. I've had a handful of them, and I don't think I've ever had a raspberry wheat beer that was, well, maybe I've had one or two that were good, but for the most, and those ones usually used like authentic raspberry puree at the very least, right? I don't know what the fuck they put in this dog shit, but it's drinkable. Hot summer day, having this really cold, you're not going to taste much anyway. I got this at like cellar temperature, so I'm getting a little bit more flavor out of it than I what's probably intended from the people who brew this stuff. So, yeah, it's okay for one, but I mean, eh. It's weird. I mean, they claim, their wheat beers are all like Belgian style white ales or whatever, and I'm like, there's nothing in this that screams Belgian to me. At least Shock Top, you can sort of argue that it has a slightly Belgian-y kind of taste to it. But this, it's just like, North American wheat beer. Very bland, nondescript North American wheat beer with a sugary raspberry thing on top. I could drink one. If it was handed to me, I wouldn't turn it down, but I'd quickly move on to something else. I wouldn't want to be drinking 2 or 3 of these, honestly. I'll go 2.75 out of 5. It's not terrible, like I said. I've had a lot better. I've had a lot worse. It's a little bit better than a pass. So, yeah. Shock Top Raspberry White, 2.75 out of 5. And now you know the rest of the story.